So today I am going to be discussing terms number 43 to 51 in this must-know MRI questionnaire part number 6. We are on number 6 and there's still quite a few more to go. So stick around so you can get your knowledge on those terms.
Tune in as Interpret Your World's co-founder, Juan Prieto, talks about the highlights of his workday as a professional medical video remote interpreter. If you are aspiring to learn something new and gain insights into what the world of medical interpretation is really like, then you've come to the right place. Follow along as Juan talks not only about his success, but the daily challenges he has to overcome to become a better interpreter each and every day. This is Unwind Sessions with Juan Prieto.
So hello my awesome Terp family, how are we doing today? And good morning Alejandro, let's get this show popping and let's make sure that all of our interpretations will be on point today. That's right, today's gonna be a good day. Let's get started. Today is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. I took a total of 24 sessions and they were all video, except for one, which didn't last that long. I didn't even remember taking that one. It was not until I saw it on the list that I was like, oh, I really did take an audio session. And there were some long sessions. No sessions today were over an hour, but some sessions were like about 30 minutes, a little bit more over than a half an hour. So it was a pretty good day, kind of tiring. I stayed up late last night just working on some stuff here for the channel, and so I might be a little bit off today. I'll try to do my best though, like always. What's it called? The rain, what's that saying? I don't know how come every time I get in front of this camera all of the sayings just leave my head. I don't know. But what is it? Rain, sleet, hail, snow. Rain, sleet, hail, snow. Yeah, rain, sleet, hail, snow, and I'll be here no matter what. If there is one thing you can count on that there will be an unwind session Monday through Friday every day. Well, sometimes production gets messed up, right? And we have to load it the next morning, but definitely there will be a video for every day. All right, so remember that we are posting those vocabulary videos on TikTok. On Facebook was being a little bitch, so no Facebook. It'll be Instagram, which automatically gets sent to Facebook. I'll be doing that today. But so yeah, we got that covered. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Kawaii, and I'm missing one. TikTok, Kawaii, Instagram. What am I missing? Oh, I forgot. I can't believe this. That sucks. I'm telling you, my mind is not on the right place today. But it was 4. It was Instagram, it was TikTok, it was Instagram, TikTok, Kawaii, and YouTube Shorts, of course. Damn, I can't believe I missed that one. All right, sorry about that, guys. I already wasted a lot of time just trying to remember that. But yeah, so it'll be like 5 platforms, right? Because if we post on Instagram, it'll automatically get posted to TikTok and we'll share too. So you'll have all those lovely platforms to work on your vocabulary. By the way, they're all gonna have the same words, so just pick one and stick to it. Or you can follow us on all There's nothing wrong with that, right? So yeah, remember that we're doing that. This is we started last week, so that's going pretty good. And also remember that we are still accepting comments on MIP 21. When MIP 21 reaches 100 likes, we're gonna pick 2 comments at random. The people who those comments belong to are gonna get exclusive links to MIP 22 to record their interpretations and send them over to us so we can give them some lovely feedback. Also remember that we have a Patreon page where with as little as just $1 of your support, you help us to motivate us to create much more content and have access to all of the medical practice videos, ad-free, scripts, answer sheets, vocabulary lists, and much more. And most importantly, you will forever win a place inside of our heart. All right, and the last commercial, which I'm gonna do in the beginning because it's not getting so much attention at the end. Do you have 2 years of medical interpretation experience and you live in the United States, Mexico, or Costa Rica and are looking for employment either as a VRI or OPI? Go ahead and send us a message, interpretyourworld@gmail.com, and this is for a third-party company. This is the company that I work for personally, and it's a great company. I think I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that company. Sure, we're gonna have this blue backdrop. So I owe this company a lot. All right, so I'm just trying to get you guys in a good place, a good company. Maybe not a company to stay forever unless you get promoted, right? But good company nonetheless. All right, so let's get started today. Terms number 43 to 51. On this must-know MRI questionnaire part 6. So let's get started with word number 1. Word number 1 is bullet, and in Spanish is bala. You can see it now, right? Because these are just like single word terms for the most part, with just like the first 3. And the rest of them have like 2 words, and they're not that long. So I could write the letters big, and look at that. That's beautiful. You can just see it. I don't even have to do anything to it. See, it automatically focuses. That's lovely. So I'm gonna have to think of a new strategy. I'm gonna have to get a video editing computer. That's what I need. So come on, help us out, guys. Support us on Patreon. Definitely, if you guys support us much more on Patreon, we're still paying Illustrations computer. But if you guys support us on Patreon enough, how much do we need for a month? We would need like from what we have now, I think we would need another $100 a month on Patreon, but that's until November. So if we can get another $100 a month on Patreon, like $200 a month on Patreon, I could probably get the computer, and you guys would have text right here. Whenever I say the words, it would all display all nice here, right? That's what we need. Yeah, you'll know we're growing, and you know we're getting money when you see that, when I stop using this. All right, so I'm sorry, I'm just ranting today, but the definitions are kind of short, so we have time. Just flow with it. Don't mess up my flow. All right. So a bullet is a metal projectile for firing from a rifle, revolver, or other small firearm, typically cylindrical and pointed, and sometimes containing an explosive. All right. I'm pretty sure we are all familiar with what a bullet is. So a bullet is pretty much what goes into a gun, right? Here's a gun, then there's a little bullet, then you put it, and then you cock the gun, and then you shoot it. So the bullet is the thing that makes the explosion, and then a piece just like flies off and then just hits the target. I was gonna say kill or something, but no. We're staying away from that. Just hitting targets today. We're not killing anyone today. All right, number 44. 44 is BB, and in Spanish is balín, and I try to draw a little BB there. Probably people are not familiar with this. So let me tell you what it is. It's a standard size of lead pellet used in air rifles. Now, I want to make the distinction here between a BB and a pellet. A pellet is what I am going to. Let me give you the definition for pellet, and then I'll talk about it. So a pellet is perdigón, and this is what a perdigón kind of looks like a little triangle with like a little top. That's how some of them look like. There's different kinds of pellets, but a pellet is a piece of small shot or other lightweight bullet. So, for example, there's pellets inside of shotgun. I know they're not called bullets. What are they called? Shotgun shells. Inside of shotgun shells, there are a lot of pellets, and that makes like the whole scatter shot, right? Like if they shoot you in the face, it'll just leave a pizza-looking thing, right? It'll be completely destroyed because it just spans out. All right, so a BB is like a little metal ball, right? And they use them for training rifles and stuff. The air pumps, right? You remember those? I don't know if you guys remember those, but I never had one as a kid, but I remember someone had one as a kid because I remember shooting one of those. I remember my dad used to have rifles, not the, oh, I remember my uncle had some of those. And my dad had some rifles, but not pumping rifles. No, wait. Yes, he had rifles, not pumping rifles, though. I think these rifles, I don't know. That was a long time ago. I was like 5 years old, so don't judge me. And he has some pellet guns as well. And the pellets, they're like little things, and you could bite on pellets. I don't know if you should. I used to bite on them, and then they're like real chewy. So they are for practice. I do remember when I was in ROTC, I got to shoot some pellet rifles, and they were like the single cock action. You just went one, and you could shoot, and then you load it. Because there's some other ones that you have to pump like, right? And it doesn't make that sound. It's something like that. All right. So yeah, a BB is the little ball, and let me try to do the draw because I don't think that was a good drawing. Look, this is what like a pellet kind of looks like. All right. This, it goes into the gun. This is moves forward like that. And then like this is like a little cone thing, and air gets in there, and then it just flies. And I just realized I'm explaining this stuff, and this has nothing to do with medicine, right? So I am just going to move forward into the next term. But yeah, now you know the difference between a BB and a pellet. Oh, let me tell you a story real quick. When I was little, well, I was a teenager. I was probably 14, 15, 16. And I went to my friend's house, and he lived very far from me, and he was the son of one of my dad's friends. So I met him through my dad, and we were chilling at his house, and then we went out to the store, and then all of a sudden we were walking, and then he cries out like this extreme pain, and he's like, oh, something bit me, but there was nothing around. And then like he said that it hurt so much, it was like red, and there was like a little drop of blood coming out, and we didn't even know what was going on. And we just looked around, and we imagined it was like a BB or something. And then my friend, they actually had to call 911 because he was in so much pain, and they called him. They looked for the BB, and they guessed that it was a BB2 or a pellet, and then they looked inside, there was nothing, and they told him there was nothing wrong, and that was that. But yeah, that is my pellet story. I forgot to mention that. I should have talked about that instead of giving you the difference between a BB and a pellet. But now you are more learned, right? You have more knowledge now. All right, number 46. Where is it? 46. Medical patch. Parche médico. Unless you're from Puerto Rico, which it'll be palcho, right? Palcho médico. The first time that I ever had to take a session from a Puerto Rican patient that they said palcho, I didn't understand it the first time because of course parche, palcho, more than one word, no more than one letter is changed for that pronunciation. And I had to ask him, and then I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl, but they told me what it was, and I was like, "Oh, parche," and then they're like, "Yeah, palcho." I was like, "All right." So ever since then, I already know if they say palcho, I know it's a patch. So what is a medical patch? It's a medicated adhesive pad that is placed on the skin to deliver a time release dose of medication through the skin into the bloodstream. So I have 4 different types of patches that this MRI questionnaire asks about. So they are just basically medicine on a little patch of skin that you can put, and it'll deliver constant medicine throughout the day. For example, there are pain patches. If you have like back pain or shoulder pain, let's say right here, you stick the patch on there and it is constantly over 24 hours delivering medicine. And then you take it off and then you put another one back on, and there you go, you are set for the rest of the day. So they are patches that deliver medicine. And for number 47, this is a Nitroglycerin patch. Parche de nitroglicerina. Alright, so this medication is used to prevent chest pain, which is angina, in people with certain heart conditions, coronary heart disease. Nitroglycerin belongs to a class of drugs known as nitrates. Angina occurs when the heart muscle is not getting enough blood. This drug works by relaxing and widening blood vessels so blood can flow more easily to your heart. This medication will not relieve chest pain once it occurs. It is also not intended to be used just before physical activities such as exercise, sexual activity to prevent chest pain. Other medications may be needed in these situations. Alright, so this is pretty much a patch that a person uses to prevent angina, right? So what this patch actually does is it delivers nitroglycerin into the bloodstream to make sure that those blood vessels are nice and dilated. That way blood can flow through there. Like, I'm trying to think of an analogy and I cannot think of one. What flows quick through a narrow space? I don't know, but something does. Like, I don't know. So that way that flow can flow. So that way that blood can flow and reach the heart, and it'll reduce all of those bad symptoms, right? And there is another nitroglycerin pill that a patient can put under their tongue and help it dissolve, and that works right away as well. And if I am not mistaken, I am pretty sure that one is to prevent chest pain once it happens. So they get chest pain, they put the little thing, but the patch is not to prevent chest pain. The patch is to keep those blood vessels open and the blood flowing well. All right. 48. 48 is a nicotine patch. Parche de nicotina. I think of all of the patches, this is like the most familiar to me. But I've heard of all the other ones. So what is a nicotine patch? A patch that sticks on the skin and contains a small dose of nicotine, which enters the blood by being absorbed through the skin. This helps stop nicotine cravings and relieves symptoms that occur when a person is trying to quit smoking. Nicotine patches are available with and without a prescription. So just like the definition says, a nicotine patch is a patch that goes on the skin and it delivers nicotine, like a cigarette, right? A cigarette has nicotine, so this patch has nicotine, and it is used by people that are trying to quit smoking, because as we already know, smoking is very addictive, and the best thing you can do for your life right now is quit smoking if you do. All right, that's what all the doctors say whenever somebody says they smoke. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. Live it. We're only here for a little bit, right? So just do what you find best. So yeah, when a person is trying to quit smoking, I've never smoked in my life, I would think that it's very hard to quit smoking. I mean, if not, they wouldn't make this stuff, right? People wouldn't be going to therapy for it and all that stuff. So it's very difficult to quit smoking, and this little patch helps you. I don't know how it works, but it'll keep you full of nicotine, or give you some sort of nicotine, right, for you to be able to get the fix, and you throw away your cigarettes. I was thinking of something else, but something thought just jerked into my mind and threw all that away. And the nicotine patches at first have a good dose to get the patient through. Then after a while, it just starts reducing and reducing and reducing the dose until they no longer need nicotine and they are free of smoking forever. All right. Okay. Number 49. Contraceptive patch. Parche anticonceptivo. Oh, and let me tell you, before I give you the definition for this, I remember that in my test for the company that I work for now, that was a word that I had to give the translation for, and they say that not contraceptive patch but contraceptive, and they said in Spanish, they said anticonceptivo, which is literally the translation for contraceptive. And what do you think I answered? I did not say contraceptive, I said anti-contraceptive. Can you believe that? Anti-contraceptive. I was like, oh my god. And then once it came out of my mouth, I knew it was wrong immediately, and I was like, oh man, it was just contraceptive. But I had already screwed up. The good thing is I passed that test. I barely passed, like 1 point less, and I would have failed, and I wouldn't be talking to you right now in this beautiful blue black backdrop. All right. I was giving you the definition for that. Sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm tired of giving you guys excuses. All right, I'm just gonna get through it. All right. So, contraceptive patch is the birth control patch. Is a type of contraception that contains the hormones estrogen and progestin. You wear the patch to avoid becoming pregnant. Once a week for 3 weeks, you place a small patch on your skin so that you wear a patch for a total of 21 days. During the 4th week, you don't wear a patch, which allows menstrual bleeding to occur. And I am sorry, I am very stupid and I am very idiotic, but I just thought that they could invent a contraceptive patch, right? You just patch yourself down there and nothing is gonna get past that barrier, and you just take it off. You put it on for 3 weeks, and then you take it off once a week so you can have your menstruation. And there you go. That's, I think, the 100% effective contraceptive patch. Genius. All right. So I'm sorry about that. It just went into my mind as I was reading that. I was like, oh my god, I gotta tell them this stupid thing that just came into my mind. I'm sorry. So yeah, that is pretty much contraceptive patch, birth control patch, however you want to call it. So this is a patch, medicine patch that you put in your skin. You can put anywhere you want, and you put it on for 3 weeks, and they gives you the hormones, and you are covered. That way you can plan your family right, and you take it off for 1 week. That way you can, your cycle goes into drive and you have your period. Then all of the endometrial residue, I don't know what to call it, once that menstruation, right, that's what it's called. Once the menstruation is out, Then you put on another patch, and you have yourself a good time for those 3 weeks. All right. And number 50. Number 50. Estrogen patch. Parche de estrógeno. So what is this? This medication is a female hormone estrogen. It is used by women to help reduce symptoms of menopause such as hot flashes, vaginal dryness. These symptoms are caused by the body making less estrogen. If you are using this medication to treat symptoms only in and around the vagina, products applied directly inside the vagina should be considered before medications that are taken by mouth, absorbed through the skin, or injected. This medication may also be used by women who are not able to produce enough estrogen, for example, due to hypogonadism, primary ovarian failure. Certain estrogen products may also be used by women after menopause to prevent bone loss, osteoporosis. However, there are other medications such as raloxifene, bisphosphonate, including alendronate. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That are also effective in preventing bone loss and may be safer. These medications should be considered for use before estrogen treatment. So yes, menopause, definitely menopause. The woman will stop producing estrogen, right? Because she has reached, well, her ovaries have reached that point of maturity when they are no longer going to be producing that hormone, right? So a lot of changes go into the women's body. Sometimes vaginal dryness and hot flashes, which my aunt, she calls them flashes. She lives in the US. She doesn't know English. She's an LEP. She's like flashes. So yeah, they give estrogen to ladies, not necessarily in a patch, or whenever they need to replace estrogen. So they put the patch wherever they need to, and it'll help them to reduce the bad side effects of menopause. And also, whenever, like it says here, whenever a woman, well, is making less estrogen, right? Whenever a woman is not producing estrogen for some reason, this may be prescribed as well. But like it mentioned, they would rather give that woman oral medication or vaginal medication before they give her a patch. All right. And for number 51, 51 is Shunt, and derivación is the Spanish translation for that one. Before I give you this definition, there is a lot of shunts in the medical realm, or the medical system, the medical realm. Let's keep it in realm. So I decided that to give you guys a break from the MRI videos, on Thursday I'm gonna be giving you a video just on shunts, so you can see how complicated they get. All right, and it's not something that is like very, very important that you must know shunts because you're gonna see shunts every day. No, but definitely it'll give you some good information, and it might come up in my whole interpreting career. It has come up once during a test, and I think twice during sessions. So they are gonna come up, and it's just nice information, and I'm also doing it for me because I want to learn about different shunts as well. All right, so in the medicine, a shunt is a hole or a small passage which moves or allows movements of fluid from one part of the body to another. The term may describe either a congenital or acquired shunts, and acquired shunts, sometimes referred to as iatrogenic shunts, may be either biological or mechanical. So that means the body could have been born with a natural shunt, right? I don't know what the classification is to call something a shunt, sorry. maybe a heart murmur could be a shunt, right? Because there's a whole or small package um, passage that is allowing blood flow from one part of the heart to the other, right? So I don't know if that is considered a shunt, but a medical shunt that is done through surgery, I don't remember what it was for, but you will know what it's for on Thursday, definitely. But they make a shunt from the brain to the stomach to empty liquids of the brain, the cerebral spinal fluid. I don't know why I do it, but we will know. We'll know on Thursday. I just remember about it because I had to learn it, of course, when I was starting to interpret. So they do it and then they put it in the stomach, and it just empties out in the stomach, and then the stomach just like digests it, I guess, and just gets rid of it. And they use it to like prevent inflammation or something like that. I don't remember. I don't want to give you guys wrong information. So wait until Thursday. So now you got something to look forward until Thursday. Remember, tomorrow is Med Wednesday, so I want to see you guys tomorrow so I can give you that medication knowledge. So that is going to be pretty much it for me today, guys. Please leave your questions in the comments and I will answer some of them on the next session. Remember that if anything is time sensitive, let me know. I'll get to it right before the rest of my queue. And I already told you that I'll be here Monday through Friday, right? Rain, sleet, hail, snow. No matter what happens, I'll be here, guys. All right, and a shout out to all of our Patreons. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. A shout out to everyone that has bought us a coffee. You guys are awesome too. A shout out to all of our subs. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And to everyone that is watching, much love, and I love you that is watching the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video for much more content, and don't forget to share. Happy interpreting. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Unwind Sessions. Make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. And if you learned something new today, it'd be great if you left us a review. You can also visit us on patreon.com/interpretyourworld or visit our website, interpretyourworld.com. Unwind Sessions.
If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Also, share this video with other beginner interpreters or anyone who can benefit from this information. Thank you all so much for all the support you guys have given us. This means the world to us. Don't forget, we also have social media. We have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. We also have an Instagram and the one I love the most, TikTok. We just recently got a Buy Me a Coffee, and also, if you guys didn't already know, we do have a Patreon account. If you guys would like to support us a little more, we'd love to have you guys over there. And as always, I will be posting all the links to these pages down below in the description box. Thanks for watching!